Right, boys and girls. I'm not going to lie, we've got the back strip down. We didn't actually film all of it because if I'm honest, this has taken a lot longer than we were hoping. And there's a lot more seized bolts on it than expected. It is to be expected with some of the older cars for sure, but this has been a bloody nightmare. Every single bolt has been a problem, except maybe one or two. It has been absolutely terrible. So we're absolutely covered. We're at the stage now where we've got the caliper loosened off, we've got the rear wheel bearing off, new rear wheel bearings going on. We'll get the caliper clean up, see if we can give them a lick of paint if we've got time. But yeah, just turning into a bit of a nightmare. But you know, this is the fun of working on cars that are 10 plus years old, some even younger, suffer with similar problems. And ultimately, people don't clean the underside of the car. So until something fails and you need to replace it, sometimes this is where you visit that nightmare. So we are just going to crack on, but I'll check in with you once in a while. Otherwise, we are fast going to run out of GoPro batteries. Checking back with you soon. Right, new rear hub's going on. Talking to about 56 Newton meters. Just quickly looked online. Clean all the face up behind it first because you want to make sure they sit flush, same as the fronts. Again, just going to crack on. There might be some time lapse. I might cut some out because we are eating GoPro battery at the minute. Right, this is about as far as we got today. Sorry the camera didn't come on quite so much. We got a bit low on GoPro battery and to be honest, we were just getting short on time, so we're charging about a little bit. Unfortunately, the Mini is going to have to stay on the ramp for the night and we'll have to crack on again tomorrow, so we've ran out completely of time. We got pretty much everything done. We haven't touched the poly bushes yet because we hit a few more snags than we were expecting. But the brakes are on. Just need to sort out those hard lines that we can't seem to undo because they're just rotating with the union. So we're probably going to end up cutting them, repairing them or something along those lines, but we are not equipped to do that today. So we're just going to call it a night. Calipers aren't on because they're drying. They've had a lick of paint. Again, not exactly a show quality finish with the shot blast and everything, but just give them a quick wire wheel, quick dusting. We'll stick another dusting on tomorrow and then hopefully we'll be able to get them back on the car. But yeah, this is the stage we're at right now. It's been a very productive day, but it's been really hard work. It's been a good long 10+ hour day today. So we're going to knock it on the head, go out, get some rest, and we'll hit it with some fresh eyes and ears and hands tomorrow. So thanks for watching, and we'll pick it up where we left off tomorrow. Cheers. Right, so back again, day 2, or at least evening 2, because we both had to work full day today. There's nothing for it. All the brake lines are C-solid except for the front left corner, so every single hard pipe is going to be replaced. We've got some kit now to make some fresh brake pipes, so that's what we're going to set out doing today. From here to just in front of just before you get to the engine bay is where the other union is. So we're going to have to make some lines for the length of it. Yeah, and that's the only real way around it. None of them would come off. You can see there, this one, you can see that little silver bit there is also just where it's starting to twist. Sorry, my camera doesn't want to focus when my fingers are there. It's just starting to twist, and same with the other side and the front right. C-solid, tried heat, the lot, so nothing else for it. They're getting cut off and we're starting fresh. So yeah, in typical fashion, start out to do a job and end up doing a load more jobs. We'll check back in with you in a minute when we made a bit of headway.
This man don't get paid enough, mate.
man. Right, so calipers are back on now. This are on, EBC pads fitted on the rear. Just going to chuck this wear sensor in and then get the fronts all buttoned up, and then we're going to do the brake lines last thing. So we're going to have to pull bits of the exhaust and stuff off to do so. No, we're not. You hope we're not, but we are. Okay?
No, we're not.
You hope we're not, but we are.
It's Johnny.
wear sensors in, they just push into place. Had to slid in. It is all a little bit tight because it's got a little bit of paint on and blah 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 blah. But it was all going together just about. Handbrakes reattached. I'm just going to go around there and see if I can go and set fire to the front of this car.
Don't be like that. You're getting to fit with a big sledge.
Yeah, that's it. You got a big hammer. That will make him go in the hole. Right, so undo the unions just there at the front of the car, and they just run underneath the floor pan. Floor pan's now off to the back here. Well, Chris is just removing the old, can you see, horribly twisted one. So that's coming off now, just so we can get to the one that goes up and over this heat shield here. By the fuel tank. The exhaust is coming off, as are the heat shields. So that is the next job.
Shake that thing.
Da 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 da.
Copyright.
It off, something that they kept simple.
Yeah, something that
came off.
It came off, mate.
Straight exhaust.
Oh, it's nice and easy stuff to bend. Sweet.
Awesome. So here begins the pipe making process.
By who?
Just get the rough shape and length and everything on the ground. And you can indeed use fancy pipe benders to make everything look super neat and tidy, but as long as it goes on there and it ain't hanging down, we're happy.
No, you're happy.
You're at the hog still.
Yeah, you can be. Oh God, we've got to drop this some fucking more pipe at the top, innit, if we run out. It's actually used quite a lot, mate.
You said 25 feet. I don't like 25 feet, is it?
Isn't it? Yeah, mate, it's rough. You just get a pair of cutters. There you go. Sweet. Rough shape, mate. Right.
Rough shape done. I'm just going to cut it to length, flare the ends, and then we can get the thing fitted. Right, so we're just sticking the braided line on. You get fresh little copper washers in here, just to help get that good seal. Whether or not it actually does or not, we'll soon find out.
Did you clean the mating surface up?
Yes, yes.
Nice.
A little bit of degreaser and just make sure there's no horrible lumps and bumps, but you don't want to sand it to death because you don't want to leave loads of crap all in that bit of the caliper, of course, but you will want to make sure that the surface at least is pretty clean. Right, finally. We've finally got the braided lines on the rear. In there, new copper washer, new union, and then a nice shiny new copper brake pipe.
Oh, to the front!
Yeah, now we've got to do the driver's side front, fresh brake, hard pipe, put the braided lines on the front. Right, so this is the last brake line we've got to change. It's a hard line there, just upgrading there, but beforehand we're just going to chuck the new hub on the front here. Back's done, the other side's now done. Back's all back together.
They're not, mate, they're like 14, 15.
The front's going to go together now. Just get all this bolted up, get the disc on, get the caliper on, and then we'll change that hard line, put it all together, and then we can look at bleeding the brakes. So yeah, again, this is where we're at. We're just going to crack on and maybe time lapse a little bit, and then we'll check back in with you when we're at a half decent place. Right guys, so we're at this point now where we've managed to get all the disc and pads on, all the hard pipes are replaced, braided lines are on, just starting to bleed it through, and this nipple, bleed nipple on the rear brake has just shat itself. The thread's gone in the caliper. Fucking brilliant. Just one thing after another. Everything that could possibly go wrong on this job has gone wrong. Brilliant. So if you're ever going to do like a full brake overhaul with lines on a 10-plus-year-old R56, I'd recommend having a second car because it's going to be stuck on the fucking axle stands for a week at least. We'll catch back up with you when we're back again for the third session on it, and hopefully we can wrap this thing up. Cool. See you next time. Skip forward. Yeah, Cameron didn't actually come out because we just ended up cracking on because it's taken some time, a lot longer than it should have taken. So we are now pretty much there. We're just going to torque the wheels up. Everything's now on, all new brake pipes, all new pads, discs. Did do the poly bushes because everything else was such a nightmare, but that's a job for another day. And then hopefully when we get this back in the workshop, we're just going to do a couple of little fixes, and I've also got the poly bushes and track rod ends, so they'll sort of be for another video now. But hopefully today we can actually roll out of here on 4 wheels instead of sit on the ramp. Whoop whoop, might have actually done it. Right, so finally got it done, buttoned up. Wheels are turning. There's no fluid all over the floor. brakes bled up okay. They seem to have some pressure. Oh yeah, very funny, Chris. So we're going to take it for a spin and see how we get on. Hopefully it's all good. Obviously a few miles, I think it's 50 odd miles EBC say to bed the pads in. But it's been emotional, to say the very least. It's been tough. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Very last thing, massive shout out to Chris.
Fucking no shout out to me, mate.
Huge shout out to Chris.
Oh, my bed, mate.
Because he's put in some serious work on this. You know, wouldn't have been able to do it without him. And also a massive shout out to Kev, owner of Garden Motors, because this is his ramp and this mini's been taken up. Yeah, top bloke. Thanks for letting us use your space. Yeah, look out for the next video. Cheers.